From BBC Learning English, this is Learning English from the News, our podcast about the news headlines.
In this programme, AI has been hacking companies during tests, causing fears over safety.
Hello, I'm Georgie.
And I'm Pippa.
In this programme, we look at one big news story and the vocabulary in the headlines that will help you understand it.
And you can find all the vocabulary and headlines from this episode, as well as a worksheet on our website, bbclearningenglish.com.
So, Pippa, let's hear more about this story.
There's been a series of hacks by AI software in recent months. A hack is when secure technology is broken into in order to steal data or cause disruption.
The AI hacks have occurred during testing of security systems which have gone wrong. For example, in July, the company OpenAI, which owns ChatGPT, said its AI models hacked a company called Hugging Face. OpenAI said it lost control of the models during a security test.
Other AI developers, such as Anthropic and Facebook owner Meta, have reported similar hacks by their AI software.
These hacks have led some people to question the safety and security of AI.
Let's start by looking at a headline about the hack by the OpenAI model from July.
This one is from BBC News. OpenAI says its AI went rogue and launched unprecedented cyber attack.
That headline again from BBC News. OpenAI says its AI went rogue and launched unprecedented cyber attack.
So this headline says the AI launched a cyber attack. Cyber means relating to computers and the internet.
We're interested in this phrase, went rogue. What does it mean, Georgie?
Well, went rogue is the past form of the common expression go rogue. We would usually use it to describe the action of a person. So if someone goes rogue, they act independently and don't do what they're supposed to do.
Okay, so for example, we're working together to present this programme, Georgie, and if you suddenly go rogue, you might stop reading the script or explaining to the audience what's going on, and you'd start doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, so I could start telling you all about my weekend or singing a song.
Best not to go rogue then, Georgie. In this story, it's the AI models which went rogue. The headline is talking about the AI software like it's a person, and the AI went rogue because it hacked a company, something it wasn't supposed to do.
We commonly use go rogue to talk about people not following instructions or doing something which might be disruptive to others. So here's another example. Football players need to work together as a team. One player can't go rogue and stop passing the ball to their teammates.
We've had go rogue, act independently and not do what's expected.
For example, I asked people not to get me presents for my birthday, but my mum went rogue and bought me one anyway.
This is Learning English from the News, our podcast about the news headlines. Today, we're talking about AI going rogue and carrying out hacks.
So as we've mentioned, other companies have had issues with AI security and hacks.
Technology firm Anthropic revealed its AI models attacked 3 companies during tests.
The tests were supposed to be disconnected from the internet, but the AI models were able to find weaknesses and break out.
Let's have another headline.
This one is from Science News. Why is AI going on a hacking spree?
That headline again from Science News. Why is AI going on a hacking spree?
So this headline is from an article all about the recent AI hacks. We're looking at this word spree.
A spree is the act of doing a particular thing many times in a short period of time.
So in the story, AI models have been hacking companies and breaking out of tests. There have been several hacks over a short amount of time, so we might call this a hacking spree.
In what other situations do we tend to use the word spree, Georgie?
Well, a very common one is shopping. If you go on a shopping spree, you buy lots of things in a short amount of time.
Yes, and you might also hear headlines about a crime spree, which is a lot of criminal activity in a short period of time.
With the word spree, there's a sense that someone has lost control or is being excessive. So, for example, someone might go on a spending spree, which means they spend a lot of money, perhaps too much money, without control or without thinking about the cost.
We've had spree, the act of doing a particular thing many times in a short period of time.
For example, somebody stole my credit card and went on a shopping spree. We're talking about recent AI hacks and what they mean for internet security.
Many people are concerned about the recent hacks because AI has been able to get out of control and do things its creators didn't want it to do. They worried that in the future, AI could be able to hack important infrastructure, and this is the things that help countries and societies run, like power networks and communication systems.
But technology companies that develop AI say they care about security.
For example, after its AI models hacked a company during security tests, OpenAI has said it's slowing down training some of its AI software to improve security.
And our next headline is about the debate over AI security.
This one's from The Economist, an international news magazine. Fears of AI-induced Armageddon are overdone.
And that headline again, fears of AI-induced Armageddon are overdone. And that's from The Economist.
This headline is from an opinion article about the threats of AI. It mentions an AI-induced Armageddon. Armageddon means a huge destructive event.
But the writer of this article thinks fears of an Armageddon are overdone. Pippa, can you tell us a bit more about this word, overdone?
Well, the prefix over is about too much or excess. If you overdo something, you literally do it too much. In this context, overdone means exaggerated or too excessive.
Okay, the headline is saying fears about the threats of AI are overdone. They're exaggerated. Remember, this is the opinion of the article writer. Others may disagree.
We can use overdue in some interesting ways. For example, similar to the meaning in the headline, if we say that someone is overdoing an emotion like sadness or fear, we mean that they're being too extreme or dramatic.
Yes, so my friend was really annoyed about something the other day, and I said he was overdoing it. He just needed to calm down.
Right, and a slightly different meaning. I'm really tired at the moment. I think I'm overdoing it.
Yeah, you could be. And overdo here means you're doing too much or you're working too hard. You probably just need a rest.
We've had overdone, exaggerated, or too extreme.
For example, some teens think worries about social media are overdone. They say it's not so bad.
That's it for this episode of Learning English from the News. We'll be back next week with another news story.
And don't forget to subscribe to our free email newsletter for weekly updates with tips, podcasts, and more videos to explore.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.